Forward to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that Coach Fick emphasizes starting on special teams, and just being able to help out my team on more facets of the game. I think could be really important for my team. So hopefully I can continue to work with that and be a weapon in the return game.
What have you made of Bryson this offseason? I mean, obviously he's made a big jump, brings a lot of physicality and experience. But what's your relationship been like with him?
Yeah, good. Right when he came, obviously super nice kid. You could tell he's a good guy, but at the same time, he was coming back from a little bit of an injury, and so we weren't around him quite as much as some of the other transfers. But then, once we got into summer and fall camp, I feel like our relationship has really grown, and just being able to see him go out there and make plays, the way he attacks every single practice, has really been fun.
What's your confidence level to be able to hit the ground running as an offense in Game 1 despite the huge change?
Oh, it's really confident. I mean, I think that having spring, fall camp to prepare, I think we've done a really good job of taking advantage of the days and opportunities that we've had. And obviously week 1 will be a great test. First time going against an opponent with a different color jersey, but I'm really excited, and I know the rest of the guys are as well.
What are your emotions like? Just all this change, it's a new era and it's your senior season. Have you been able to take it all in?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I know, I'm getting up there in age as far as being a Wisconsin football player goes, and just being able to enjoy every single moment. Obviously, adjustment to the change, especially in the winter and stuff like that, was something you had to handle. But I feel super comfortable. I know the rest of the team does, and I'm just ready to go after it with the coaching staff and the players that we have.
In terms of excitement level, where does this season rank? Higher or lower than past seasons, or about the same?
I mean, I think that I'm excited every single year. I think that just being able to have the opportunity to play for the University of Wisconsin is a blessing in itself, and so every single year I'm pretty pumped up, and just trying to take advantage of the opportunities that come up.
This is the last year of divisional play in the Big Ten. Wisconsin kind of ruled the West early on divisional play. Just wondering how much incentive is there to kind of get back to the way it was, the division play is ending, to get Wisconsin back up top division.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think necessarily like the division has an aspect of it. Just getting to play in Big Ten championship, win Big Ten championships for Wisconsin, I think is our main focus. Whoever's on our template. And the good thing about the Big Ten is there are a lot of really great teams. So no matter who you're playing, it's going to be a tough challenge. And I think that we're preparing every single week to try to go out and win every single game and bring a championship home.
What's it been like competing in the West these last couple of years? I know there's always talk about the lack of balance in the league, but y'all been playing. I mean, this race has kind of gone down to the last week, pretty wide open the last couple of years. What's it been like just in terms of the balance in that division?
Yeah, I mean, I think the great thing about the Big Ten is, there's a lot of really good football teams on both sides. Obviously, the East has a lot of, teams that have had seen success the past couple of years. But, I think that, when you're playing the Big Ten, all you have to focus on is just coming in week out and being your best, because if you don't, the team's going to beat you.
Chimere, what's your biggest question about this offense at this point? You've been through 35 practices, but you haven't been in a game setting yet. What's your biggest question?
I mean, I guess it's just kind of how we're going to play the game. But I mean, I'm pretty confident that we're going to perform well. And I feel like you prepare every single day in practice to do that. Like Coach Fickle purposely makes our practices, tough on us physically and mentally, so that when you do come to the game, you're prepared for it. So I feel obviously really ready. Obviously, we have questions to answer for people on the outside come game day, because that's when kind of the shots count, and I'm excited to be able to go out there and do that.
How quickly do you think this offense can start? Is there a feeling out process, or can you get right into it?
I think that we can jump out and be successful right away. I feel like we have all the weapons that we need. We've been prepared by Coach Longo and the rest of the staff. But at the same time, talking about it and doing all that only comes from so much. You have to go out there and execute, and that's what we're preparing this week to go do.
How would you define success in year one of Coach Fickle era here? What do you consider that to be?
I think the goal of Wisconsin every single year is to go out and win a championship. The standard is pretty consistent, and being able to go do that, I know that's what Coach Fickle wants to do. I know it's what the rest of our team wants to do. So have an opportunity to go out and compete every single game and bring home a championship in Madison.
You looking forward to handling returns?
Yeah.
Punt and kickoff?
I kind of mentioned this earlier. Just being able to impact, the team on different facets, I think is really awesome. Coach Fickle, he emphasizes, starters playing on special teams. So being able to impact that side of the ball, not only myself but the rest of my teammates, I think that can be really impactful for our team going forward.
obviously you were elected captain of this team. First of all, what does that mean to you? And second of all, how have you been able to be that leader in a room with a lot of new faces and transition?
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, it's an honor, probably the biggest honor I've ever received in my life. It was my dream to come here and play at the University of Wisconsin, and being able to be chosen by a group of men who put their faith in you to help lead them and be a part of their group. It's really special to me, and I think that being a leader, you have to be genuinely yourself. The guys in my room and the guys on the team make it really easy because of the kind of character men that they are, and all I try to do is go there, take care of business, and provide what's needed of me to be provided for the team. So I'm truly blessed for the opportunity. I'm just excited for the season.
Is there an extra added element of excitement for you knowing that you're going to get to return? Is that something exciting to you as a guy that wants to contribute on special teams?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Fickle emphasizes starters, starting on special teams, and I think that just being able to, go out there and make an impact, in that aspect of the game is something that, can really help our team, not only for myself, but the rest of my teammates. And, I'm really excited to be able to go out there and, make some plays.
What type of atmosphere do you anticipate in the stands? I mean, there's always something with a new season. You have a new coach, a lot of chat in the offseason about where this program might be at.
I mean, I think it's going to be fun. Camp Randall's always one of the best stadiums in the country, if not the best. And, opening week is always fun. So being able to have that excitement around, being a kid from an hour away from Madison, going home and feeling that excitement, being able to go in the stadium on Saturday, I think it's going to be a really good experience, not only for myself, but especially for the young guys that run out the tunnel for the first time. So I can't wait. I hope they get it loud. We go out there and make them proud.
Your head coach mentioned downstairs, he said, and I understand sometimes the students have a tough time getting on time. Have you talked to any students, any friends, like, hey, get there as early as you can for this?
It's a little hard because it's such a big campus. Yeah. I don't know how it impact all the student body, but we'd love for them. We'd love for them to come out and be there for the first quarter and be there, support our team. But I'm just thankful that they come out and in general, and the love and support that they show for us. Wins, losses, or whatnot. I'm really appreciative of that, and I know a lot of other schools would, want to be in the position we are with, the kind of support that our fans show us.
From where you were last year, at this time last year, to where you are now, where do you think you've grown and evolved as a wide receiver?
Yeah, I think that, my technique's a lot more sound. Coach Brown really emphasizes the little things, top route footwork, releases, things like that. I feel like I've evolved in that, and, being in the weight room with Coach Brady, I feel like, I've really transformed my body. I might not seem like this big imposing dude, but being able to, change the composition of my body has been really important this offseason. I think that that's going to be a huge thing for me going forward.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.